It is Tuesday.
Yep.
I forgot what we're talking about.
We were talking about we've seen a
forgot
lot.
too,
No,
right?
we've seen a lot.
What's up, people?
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday morning.
And we are serious.
We are talking about continuing on the Great Resignation that we've noticed, and that other people much smarter than us have been talking about forever.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if you wanted to get into real estate?
Well, what skills do you need if you
What
want to get?
skills do you need? Apparently not many. You need to be good on camera.
Well, that's helpful.
That is helpful.
Yeah.
Video is like I was joking actually, but like,
I
it's
mean,
kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
Video is where people.
You at least
going.
need to be willing to try new things, new trends as they come along.
Yeah.
But I think just the basic skills you need if you were looking to get into real estate. Okay. One, you need to be able to communicate with people.
That's so
important. And communicate in a way that is calming to people and exhibits some confidence. Because I think what people fail to realize is the agent is the one that dictates the sort of like the nature, how the deal is going to go. So if your agent is a frantic mess, then the client's going to be a frantic mess. And that's all handled in communication.
Yep.
So
people skills, definitely. Like that's the big thing. This is a people-oriented job.
Yeah.
It's numbers, it's paperwork, it's real estate, but it's people.
And we all have our own personalities, and you just gotta make sure that you are tolerable enough.
Yeah.
To.
That's good. Bar of entry is like technology. You have to at least be able to function in today's fast-paced world.
And I will state that real estate is not the most tech-advanced industry. However, sometimes the clients are. So you need to understand a wide range of technology, but you can't come into it being a dinosaur if you're still pushing paper.
And we've talked about this before. You can tell almost immediately how a deal is going to go based on whether or not that offer is hand signed, like in ink, based on whether or not there's 45 separate PDFs instead of one long PDF.
Yeah. How it's organized.
Like you can tell.
Right. Where the email address comes from.
Right.
If it's like first agent ever at AOL.com, deal's not going well.
Deal's not going to go well. Yeah. Or there's just you just have to know technology. You have to be able to handle the basic stuff. The basic stuff, because it's going to make the deal smoother. 100%.
Negotiation. You got to negotiate. That's what we do. That's literally why we get paid.
Right.
Because without that, like, contracts are easy. They're boilerplate. Our entire job is to manage and negotiate a transaction.
To manage, exactly. And that is a skill you can learn. You can, to a certain extent, study better negotiating tactics.
Right.
But you have to, going back to what you said before, people skills, you as the agent dictate how this deal is going to go. If you are confident and you present the information to the other agent in a sense that says, I'm right, you're wrong, and this is
in
why.
A respectable fashion.
Right,
yeah.
But basically just showing the knowledge and showing the ability to take in information quickly, respond to that information because you already know what they're going to say.
Right.
That just puts you light years ahead of the other agents who are just like, well, my client said this.
Right.
Handling stress.
Yeah. Or drink. I mean, stress is a big part of the job, right? I mean, you're dealing with people who, I always joke with people, it's like, I feel like I do this. I typically am buying or selling a house for somebody once a week, right? But for most people, this is something they're going to do, 2 to 5 times in their entire life.
Right.
It is, at that point in time, the biggest transaction they are ever making their whole life. So it's stressful for them, and you need to be able to handle that stress of the buyer and the seller, and then your own life, and then be able to just sort of like navigate all that.
Yeah.
And then deal with it calmly.
Yeah. And it compounds, because not only is one client calling you, but your other 7 are calling you.
Yeah.
And then the listing side is calling you, or you're the listing agent, the buyer side is calling you. Being able to take that all in again, it all goes back to absorbing the information, processing it quickly, and being able to come up with the clearest and most concise path forward that's beneficial for your client.
Right.
That's time management.
That's right, which I think will reduce your stress.
Yes. Yeah. We live by a calendar. And I know you joke, sometimes I'm not the best with my calendar. But If I was gonna give you, I should do this. I should give you like a progress report. If
If I was going to give you a progress report,
you would have had to do
you
that.
would have like an NI, one-time management.
What's that mean?
Needs improvement.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like maybe
All right,
a P.
I'm okay with that.
Progressing.
I am progressing.
Yeah.
I'm progressing. And I'm not perfect at all these.
Yeah.
But for me, that's my biggest weakness is my time management.
Right.
And it's because part of it is I feel like still
Mm-hmm.
I have to be all things to all people at all times.
Right.
It's physically impossible.
Right.
And that's something you learn as you get more experience on the job, how to prioritize what's more important, what needs to happen now. And I'm getting better, but that is something that I need to work on. But those are really the skills that if you were thinking about getting into real estate, you've probably picked up most of these from your current position. I mean, even if you're
coming from another job or you've held it for a while, you definitely have most of these skills.
Yeah.
Assume you didn't get fired, you should, yeah.
And then tomorrow we'll talk about how you actually start to get your license. So
see,
this is educational.
Yeah.